welcome back. My name is Morgan. This is my channel, Pisces Paperbacks, and today I am starting a weekend reading vlog. It is currently like 8:30 on Friday morning. I don't work today. I work a little bit tomorrow, and then I don't work on Sunday. So generally, I'm like, this seems like a good weekend to do this. I just wanted to hang out. I wanted to make a vlog. I'm going with my sister to get coffee in a couple minutes, but then I'll be right back. So I'll update you about what I'm reading in a second. Okay, I'm back, and I got a salted caramel sweet cream cold brew from Starbucks. It's pretty good. I've been getting, like I said this in a vlog a couple weeks ago, but I got a couple mocha cold brews from Wawa, and this is not as good as that, but it's okay. Basically, right now, I have temporarily DNF'd Death in Her Hands by Tessa Moshfegh. I made the decision a few days ago, and I feel really good about it. I just think that's a book I want to listen to on audiobook, and reading it is just not the move. So I'm taking a pause on that one, and I'm taking it off of my reading spreadsheet, and I took it off my currently reading, but I'll get to it eventually. I don't know what I'm going to do about Imaginary Friend because I'm tired of reading that and thinking about it, but I still want to finish it, so I don't know. But right now, I started listening to A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik yesterday, and I'm 15% in, and I'm actually really enjoying it. I know there has been discussion about some passages that seem to be a little thoughtless in terms of its racial connotations, but I will be linking a couple reviews from a few different people about different sides of the discussion, and I believe that Naomi Novik has said that those passages will not be included in future printings, so, you know, I'm reading it with all of that kind of in the background, but I'm really enjoying it so far. It is a YA magical school book about a girl named Elle, and the school where she goes, the Scholomance, is basically like you either graduate or you die, and you just spend like the 4 years trying to fucking survive this fucking school that's trying to kill you. And she is particularly inclined towards very destructive magic and struggles with like more mundane things, but like keeps getting spells about like how to like enslave a horde of angry mob people or like explode a volcano, and she's just trying to get by, and she hates the goody two-shoes hero Orion who keeps saving her life. And I'm just like, I don't know what the plot is, but I'm very excited so far, and I'm enjoying the atmosphere. Honestly, it's giving me a lot of like middle grade fantasy vibes in terms of like the whimsy and just kind of like go with it world building, which is honestly my favorite kind of fantasy world building. There's also some speculation that it's inspired by the author's like Draco Harry fanfiction, and while I've never read Harry Potter fanfiction at all, really, like it's not something I've ever really been interested in, I'm not minding it. Honestly, it kind of reminds me more of Carry On, which is also Harry Draco inspired like parody. Like it almost feels like a parody of a magical school book, but like in a way that I love. So I'm just enjoying it so far. I also last night read a few more essays in Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect, which is a series of essays about issues with policing in the United States and like what would police abolition be like and stuff like that. And it's interesting so far. It is, I mean, heartbreaking, some of the information that's in here, but it's nothing that we haven't heard. It just sucks to have the information just like laid out so bare because it's like things need to change. So I'm 4 essays in, and I have 4 more to go. 5 more to go? I think 5 more to go. So it's good so far. I did start reading this in June and have only just picked it up again, so we'll see if I get through it this week. Oh, those are my lights, by the way. I just filmed a video while I was sitting on my bed, so. Okay, so it's a bit later. It's like 1 o'clock, and I'm getting my bag together. We're about to leave to head to my sister's field hockey game. It's states, and the game's like an hour away, so gotta leave early. Oh my gosh. Just ignore this enormous pimple on my face, but, you know, good times. I don't know if I showed you. I got this really cute, like, hot drink container at Starbucks because I saw it, and I have no impulse control. So. Good morning, everyone. It is about 8:20 on Saturday, and I'm at work. I work at a garden center, so we've just gotten in all of our wreaths and Christmas decoration. and that's mostly what I'm selling these days, but it's pretty slow in the mornings. It's going to get way busy in a couple weeks once we get like the Christmas trees in and stuff, but right now we're kind of in the slow period between Halloween and Christmas. Like October was insane, you don't even know. Like it was so busy. Last night I read one more essay in Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect? This one was specifically about the policing of Black and brown bodies and indigenous people and undocumented immigrants. It was very well written. I took a lot of notes. And then today I'm listening to more of A Deadly Education, and I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully I'll be able to almost finish it up today. I have about 9 hours left of the audiobook, but I listened to it on 1.75 speed, so that should take me another like 5-ish hours. So it shouldn't be that bad because I worked for 5 hours today and just having a good time. Okay, this might bother some people, but there's literally like world building info dump after like every 3 paragraphs in this book. And like it could be a criticism, but I'm loving it. I love this world so much, and I love the main character so much. So I don't know, I'm loving it. It's probably around 2 o'clock now. I've been home for about an hour. I'm so tired, so I'm gonna take a nap soon, but I wanted to update you that I am now 63% through A Deadly Education. There's honestly not really a plot. It's just following Elle as she gets through the year, like trying to survive the year of school, and I'm really enjoying it. I definitely think that I want to watch I think it's the House Salt Book Club's discussion live stream of this book, because I am a white person and it is not my place to judge the validity of complaints made against this book, so I would just like to hear more people's opinions about it. But thus far I'm enjoying the book a lot. So I really like Elle. I think she's a fun character. I like that she's so mean. She kind of reminds me of Morrigan Crow, if anybody's read those books, and I'm just like, she's great. I love her. It is several hours later, probably like 9 o'clock. I just finished A Deadly Education. I really liked it. This is my second book by Naomi Novik, and I enjoyed Uprooted, which is her adult fantasy. I believe this is a YA fantasy that I just read, but I liked it, but I didn't love it. But like, I really, really liked A Deadly Education. I'm definitely still gonna watch the reviews and stuff. I'll probably do that tomorrow, and I'll talk about it here, but I'm into it. I thought it had a great ending. I really loved the characters. I really loved the world building. I loved all the relationships, even if there wasn't really a plot, but I thought it was really fun. And I'm going to go downstairs and read a little bit more of Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect? And then also I have the ebook from the library of, I think it's called Harbor? No, it's not Harbor. I forget what it is, but it's a romance novel by Rebekah Weatherspoon, which I've heard very high praise of from Mina at Mina Reads. So I'm maybe going to start that one tonight, and I'm definitely going to try and finish that one tomorrow. So let's go read. Good morning, it's Sunday. So the Rebekah Weatherspoon book is called Haven. I didn't start it last night, I'm gonna start it today. And I just need you guys to know that my sister came into my room and she was like, hey, do you have like a $5 bill I could borrow and I'll Venmo you back? And I was like, I know I have a $10 bill somewhere. It's on the floor in this pile of garbage. Just give me a second. And I was like, this is so embarrassing. Oh my god, that's so dumb. Anyway, I'm watching YouTube and hanging out with the baby, the child, the cat, and I'm gonna go make myself breakfast. Probably oatmeal. We're out of eggs, so, and I'll read a little bit and have a good time. I also made like a Notion, and I'm trying to use it to organize like my YouTube stuff, and I'm having a good time. I don't really know how to use it yet, so I'm just figuring it out. I really just needed a calendar that I could update and change to plan stuff out because I don't own a calendar or a planner, and I've just been like I've just been like using a ruler and creating like charts on just printer paper and losing them and having to remake them over and over again. So hopefully this will prevent that from happening again. Okay, so it's a bit later. I don't actually know what time it is. Let's see. It is 11:13 in the morning, and I am 25% into Haven by Rebekah Weatherspoon. So this is the first book in her Beards and Bondage series. I initially heard of it because I think I said this earlier. Mina Reeds recommended Harbor, which is the third book in this series. And my library didn't have the third one, so I was like, let me just start with the first one. As far as I can tell thus far, I mean, I'm 25% in. It is about Shep and Claudia, and Shep lives in the mountains in Maine. And one night he hears screaming outside of his house, and it is Claudia, who is shoeless, covered in dirt and blood, and running out of the woods, saying somebody's chasing her. And when the guy who's chasing her comes out of the woods, Shep protects her and kills him, and like basically he like saves her from a really traumatic event. It hasn't happened yet, so like it's taking a little bit longer to get there than I was expecting, but according to the synopsis, she is going to basically show back up on his doorstep, and they're going to embark on a bit of a kinky relationship exploration thing. I'm loving it so far. It's weirdly written in like first person present tense, which is something that I've noticed a lot from like more indie romances. I feel like are more often in first person present tense, which is like not my preferred writing style, but I'm really enjoying it. I really like the characters so far. I really feel like this is going to be a good exploration of trauma and grief. I have a good feeling about it, so I'm just enjoying it, and I'm gonna keep reading, and I'll update you guys in a bit. This man is kinky. I am like, I think at 88%. And yeah, 88%. It's 2 in the afternoon. I'm gonna finish it soon because I'm obsessed. I love it. I will say, I think I said this earlier, but first person present tense is not my favorite. Hi there. And I am having a bit of like, not a problem because it's not really affecting my enjoyment, but it's a little odd. I just feel like the writing is very emotionally distant from the characters, despite the fact that it's in first person, like alternating POVs. And I don't actually think it has anything to do, because like it's first person, so it should be like even more like closer emotionally, but it's not. It just feels like very like cold sometimes, and I don't know. I'm still enjoying the book like a lot, so it's not like a huge problem, but it's just something that I've noticed. So I finished it. I finished it a while ago, actually. It is currently about 4 o'clock. I finished the book at 2:30. It wrapped up a little bit faster and nicer than I would have wanted, and honestly, there wasn't enough of a confrontation for me to really love the conclusion. I like when there's a really like, maybe not angry confrontation, but I like people to really like be in their emotions and work their way through an entire argument before like really getting to like the height of the feeling. I don't know. They just communicated really well, and I was like, aw, I wanted it to be a little bit more dramatic, but I really liked it, and it's not stopping me from immediately getting the second book in the series, which is called Sanctuary, from the library. Like right now, I'm gonna do it. I'll probably start it tonight. I don't know. I know I do need to run to the grocery store. My mom just texted me, and we're getting a pickup grocery order from Walmart later today, and they don't have any eggs for us. We just got notified, so I need to go get some eggs because that is a necessary staple in this house. This was like real steamy though.
More to me than like the specific individual characters did.
I think that like not having the other characters fleshed out, it just kind of makes.
What's up, crew? It is many hours later, probably around like 8:15, and I have decided to call it for this vlog. If you hear something in the background, that's my cat playing with a toy. But I had a really nice weekend, actually. I finished 2 books. So I finished The Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, and today I read Haven by Rebekah Weatherspoon, and I am finally making progress on Who Do You Serve, Who Do You Protect, because I've been reading one essay a night. I haven't read the one for today yet, but I'm going to pretty soon. And I just wanted to kind of wrap things up. I really liked A Deadly Education. I thought it was so fun. I know that I've watched a bunch of reviews and people basically have problems with like the world building, the writing, the characters, the plot, which is like all the aspects of a book. And honestly, I enjoyed all of those things. I thought it was so fun and whimsical in its like darkness, and I just enjoyed it so much. I definitely agree that there are sections and lines that maybe could have been written with a bit more care or sensitivity on the author's part, and I'm glad that the specific section about locks is going to be taken out in the future printings, because once I read it, like, I completely agree that like paragraph or 2 was completely unnecessary and like really specific for no reason, and like ugh. But I really loved it, and I really loved Haven too. That was like, it was steamy. It wrapped up a little too fast, but it was steamy, and I'm just like learning so much, and I just had a nice time. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you are planning on reading anything. If you've read A Deadly Education, please let's talk about it. I would love to, so comment down below if you've read it or if you're planning to, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!